What's going on, guys? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and in this video I'm going to be going over the top 5 offensive playbooks in Madden 20. These are the top playbooks in the game that I feel like can give you guys the most success, whether you play Madden Ultimate Team, Franchise, Regs, whatever mode you play, whether it's competitive modes like Salary Cap. I think these are the best 5 playbooks in the game for offense. I'm going to explain to you why I think that, like what formations stand out, strengths and weaknesses of each. I've used all these playbooks I'm about to mention at some point this year, so I feel like I have good knowledge on them. Guys, be sure to let me know what you think. What are your top 5 playbooks? Leave a comment. Make sure you like the video and subscribe for more great content. So let's get into it. I want to start with number 5 first, and that's going to be, we're going to be going in order 5 to 1, and that's going to be West Coast. Now, West Coast has been one of my favorite playbooks for the last few years now, mainly because of their gun bunch formation. It's extremely powerful this year. Especially, there's a lot of things you can do with one-play touchdowns. You have post route, deep post, like receiver post. Obviously, then all deep corner. You have the ever reliable verticals, corner strike, stick plays with corner routes, mesh post, deep attack even. The running game's not the greatest, but you do have a sweep and a draw. But it's mainly the passing from this formation that is so tough to deal with. Now, at the same time, you do have some under center stuff you can audible into that's got a pretty decent run game. Doubles North is a good formation this year to run the ball from. The Ace Power is a pretty decent run against a lot of these people who like to run against bunch. There's some dots you can create a cook up out of here as well. This is definitely a playbook that is pass heavy, though. Now, if that said, you do still have the I-form tight and I-form wing that are some good running formations, and you do have a decent enough strong close. Not the greatest, but you do have some running formations too when it gets down to it. And then of course the near and the far have the ever popular fullback dives this year that are pretty difficult to stop unless you have real good D for them. So this playbook comes in at number 5 because it has, just like I said, it has an explosive passing game and also some good heavy running sets too. The reason why it's not higher on the list is because all the other playbooks I feel like that are above it have a few other more standout formations. Like this playbook really heavily relies on the gun bunch. Yeah, it has some good running formations too, but other than the gun bunch, I wouldn't say there's anything like crazy compared to some of the other playbooks. So that's why we're at number 5. But this is a playbook that if you love to pass the ball, you're going to be a big fan of. You're definitely going to need to use the escape artist with this playbook, the dead-eye traits, all that. So, yeah. Getting into number 4, so I'm going to go back to the main menu and just do the rest of the playbooks from there. It's probably going to make this video a bit quicker for you guys to see all the playbooks I want to break down. But we're going to look at number 4, to me, that is the New England playbook. I really like New England playbook a lot this year. I've used it a good bit, and the reason for that is it's 2 tight end, 2 receiver, 1 running back scheme is really tough, and then it also has a few other schemes. I mean, it just has a lot. I feel like this might be the most balanced playbook in the game overall. There's a lot you can do from it. So, gun ace slot is one of the best formations in the game, and I feel like the Patriots have arguably the best gun ace slot in the game. They have the bubble. They have all the passing plays you would want. Honestly, they have pretty much all the plays you would want, like the good corner routes, the good posts, the deep post, and even the table routes. They got all the plays you really need. And the thing about it is this playbook has a lot you can audible around to in this scheme too. Like the single back ace close is a great audible. This is a formation where you got stretch, some corners, some deep crossers and posts, some quick drags and crossers. It's a great formation. Ace, slot and bunch ace. These are also good formations you can audible down into to run the ball very effectively and throw in some dots here and there. Even the wing slot has some stuff you can do. They also have this little unique wildcat formation they added, which is like the Mohamed Sanu thing. It's not the best wildcat, but it is something you can mix in that's kind of unique. They do have wing tight, which is a pretty good run formation as well. They don't have the best runs in this one, but it's solid enough. Going back though past that, they have some of the best I would say shotgun passing schemes in the game. I mean, yeah, they do have eye tight with the stretch, and the HB lead, so you can run the ball a little bit. But this playbook, like I said, is more so like a 2 tight end, 2 receiver, or 3 receiver, 1 tight end book. We do have, like I said, we have the trips tight end. One of the best trips tight end in Madden year after year is New England. We have that. So we got, trips tight ends notorious for deep crossers, corners, wheel routes, posts. Obviously, we got all that inside zone. You have the U-trips weak, which is a very underrated formation. I love this formation. It's unique to the Patriots. It has some absolute darts that you don't see in other formations. Deep corners, lots of corners and posts, crossers, just posts from every receiver you can think of, and good posts too. Not the shitty posts, but the actual good posts you have. You have wheel routes. I mean, this is just a great formation, and there's also some run plays too. You have a pretty solid bunch. It's not, no, is it the West Coast bunch? No. But it's good. It's definitely got some solid plays that you can mix in, you can audible to as well. Especially now if you have route chems, you can do a lot more with that. Then it has one of my favorite formations in the whole game, which is the gun split close Pats. That's also in the Dolphins. This formation is hell. I love this formation so much. It has great routes, and the power runs are decent runs. Got some crazy crossing routes like in PAY shot. You got corner routes to, all over the place. You got posts, quicker posts, deep posts, from both sides of the field. Overall, such a great formation. What makes it even better is this variation of split close is actually the 2 running back, 1 tight end, 2 receivers that let you audible down into I formation, so guys can't play defenses like the big dime 1-4-6, which we all know are very, very, very tough against the pass, but you can't really get into those because you can audible down into their I formations. All right, so that's book number 4. So number 3, guys. Again, let me know what you guys think. But to me, for number 3, we're going with Carolina. Carolina is a playbook that takes advantage of the mobile quarterback. What stands out to me in Carolina is a lot. The heavy panther. This has been one of the most annoying formations all year with the blast of power, the corner routes in the flat. Enough said. You get Lamar Jackson or a mobile guy in this heavy panther, it is hell. They have, they have the Wildcat slot flex, which is solid. It has the power and the counter and the touch pass. Which is really the 3 main plays you need. It doesn't have, it doesn't, it's not quite as good as the trips over, but it's still good. It does also have the jumbo single back, the stretch dive and the corners and the posts. Not quite as good as it has been in years past. Still good. You see we have some trips, Trey Wise flex type stuff if you want to get into like passing. The ever popular dagger money play. Everyone loves that. Got verticals, PA crossers, the inside zone. So that's there. But also, I want to point out empty bunch. I feel very underrated. The QB draw is very tough with, a fast type quarterback. And there's some dots. We got like trail, that's a great play. Vertical is great play. There's a few others, but, Z-spot, that's tough too. And also, they have bunch. They have bunch with some very solid plays. Bunch trail to clear out plays pretty good. You see they got verticals, Z-spot and go. They got a good bunch, like read option, even base. Not the best bunch, but it's solid. Now, I will say their pistol is highly underrated. Their pistol stuff is very good with mobile quarterbacks, and their I-form's not bad either. Another great formation they have is the ace slot. Their ace slot has read options. It even has a QB power. It has alerts, bubbles. It has the post play, PA read, X spot. This is another smash, another really good ace slot. So this is a great playbook with a lot of versatility, but I feel like you do need a mobile quarterback to take full advantage of it, which is why it comes in at number 3. Number 2 is the Saints. This playbook probably wasn't even in. It was on borderline top 5, but once they added in the Taysom Hill formation, it just had to be higher. The Taysom Hill with the blast has changed this playbook. There's so much you can do out of it now. You have to defend the quarterback run from a 3-receiver formation, which is so glitchy, because now we have a quarterback run almost like the Heavy Panther, not quite, but similar, and now we can audible into bunch. We got tight offset, which, as we know, has one of the most annoying plays for years now with the where's it at here? The Y out, the dreaded Y out HB swing with that super annoying corner route. Guys, we all know this is great playbook for that. Their trips trio stuff is really good. They even have wing stack, which is a pretty solid formation. They even have this wing tight U, which I love. It's just they don't have the best plays out of it, so it's not really, what I would necessarily run myself. But, they do have some under center options in there as well. But the main thing that makes this playbook is their 3-receiver. Again, they have bunch, pistol bunch tight end. Mainly their 3-receiver, 1 tight end, 1 running back shotgun scheme. And then also their eye close is really good too if you want to pound the ball and also have some passing options. Number 1, you guys probably can already guess, but it's Oakland. What else needs to be said about Oakland? This playbook is just super glitchy. I mean, for the way the game is this year, a toting game, it has everything you need. You can tote the ball from every which formation there is. You can be in I form, like 2-receiver stuff, like close, and then mix in the close slot. Come out and they have one of the best strong closes in the game to go along with that. Their weak close flex is even solid too. Then you have single back wing, a very good single back wing tight U, one of the best running formations, if not the best in the whole game. A good wing tight. You have single back wing flex close. Just every running formation you can think of you want. Then for the heavy ones, we got the best wing, strong eye wing, of trail and stretch alert and dive. We got a good strong tight that even has a few dots with the stretch and the dive. We got an I form tight. A full I-form tight even. They have everything. An I-form wing too. Then you go to shotgun, they have bunch tight end, tight doubles, tight slots HP weak, which to me is like one of the best formations in the game that is overlooked. I think it's a top 5 formation in the whole game. A trips tight end. What do they not have? They have Trey wide flex. They literally got it all. They got dagger. Come on, man. They got every money play in the game. And for the way the game works this year, just toting the ball, it fits perfectly with the meta and the strengths of Madden 20, which is why I have to bring him in at number 1. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think as far as your top 5 playbooks in the game. Be sure to check out sportsgamers.com for the best Madden 20 tips. And we will see y'all next time with some great Madden 20 content.